Let's get a couple of opening messages. I was living a life of sin and then the divine stepped on it. And now I feel saved. What's up, collective? It's your girl, Honey the Shaman here, and I have a message for you. Let's see if it just comes out. Just pull a couple cards here just to get us started. So the first thing we have out here is the Hierophant. And we have that coming out in the reverse. And then we have the High Priestess. Somebody thought that they were witty and they were able to do something behind your back. They thought you wouldn't know. Somebody thought that you were too distracted doing something else, maybe focusing on your own life, focusing on your own endeavors here, to focus on the fact that they were pulling some sort of strings or orchestrating something in your life. But you didn't end up falling into whatever trap it is that they set for you with this Eight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Strength card here. They worked really hard to bestow some sort of big illusion in your life with this steam cloud here, which is covering things up. But you were able to see through this steam. Why? We have the color purple in the back. Intuition. And the color blue. Protection. Archangel Michael. Things like that. You're protected. So even if you're back here working on yourself, even if you're back here doing something else, and your spider senses are never off. You understand? Your spider senses are never off. So you're not easily deceived, even if people think you are. Yeah, people thought you were naive. Some people could have said that you were promiscuous even. The color green is sticking out to me, which we know green is about the... Well, I'm having a brain fart. Where's green? In your heart. They thought you were naive. They thought that you were easily like manipulated in love. You have the Three of Cups coming out here. And they thought that you were the type of person that was okay with putting up with like third-party situations and things of that sort also. Somebody had you all misfigured. See, they thought that they could make you an option. This could have been this person orchestrating these strings and pulling these strings behind closed doors. Something about your birthday is important here as well. Four of Wands. But you're the type of person that only seeks stable relationships. You don't put up with no garbage nonsense. Your spirit guides could be wondering, where did this person get this information from? It just brought me back to that statement that Cat Williams made when he was like, I got papers to prove I'm not like that. I got papers to prove. This is somebody who thought that they were hiding from you. They thought that they had the ability to maneuver in the dark with the Moon card, and that they would be able to cost you some L. The double L's in the word all is sitting here. This card says, we all have our best guides within us. If only we would just listen. In the reverse, they didn't listen to their own spirit team. Or maybe because it seems like this person was receiving some sort of intuition themselves about what this connection was. So you had a lover come into your life. This is giving kind of like handler energy. Could just be a manipulator. It doesn't have to be that, but this is different from everybody. Remember, keep in mind, this is a collective reading. Oh, yeah. Woo you, slew you, romance you, and get what they want. They said, baby, you are naive. But you're not. You're not a player. You're actually very smart. You're very wise. You're the type of person who... this person is used to dealing with people that the only way that they show that they're not gullible, or the only way that they show that they're somebody not to play with, is by being a dog, is by being somebody who shows like a show of strength. I remember one time listening to Kevin Gates, and Kevin Gates said, power doesn't show power. Power is peaceful. They're used to people who show power to prove they have power, right? But a hit dog will holler. They weren't used to a person that would come into their life and not play them, be genuine, be loved, and also not be naive, and also not be somebody to be played with. And this was a major tower for this person. They thought they had the world figured out. They thought they had people figured out. They thought they had people like you figured out. The Magician. But you pulled the carpet right from underneath this person's feet. You changed the game. Okay, you changing the game out here, all right? We're going to pull this card here, and then we're going to go to an intuitive read. Queen of Swords, stagnant, and you didn't show your cards. You didn't go to this person. You could just be a really good man or woman, right? You didn't go to this person begging for them to treat you a certain way. You didn't go to this person and say, aha, I'm calling you out. I'm picking up on you're doing something wrong. You sat there and you said, okay, I'm gonna see what I need to see, and then I'm gonna base my decision off of that. And I'm not gonna talk to you about it until my decision is made up. I want to pull some intuitive read cards here. Let's get a couple of these out. This person could have thought they could have wooed you in the bedroom. My room. A substance you use is blocking your gifts. They could have wanted to keep you intoxicated here. It hurt the children. What wise words have you heard lately? This person is learning something. Maybe you guys have kids together or something like that. Or maybe you have children and they got close to you and your kids, and the whole time they had bad intentions or something like that. Let's just pull a couple cards and see what's coming through here. They know what you are on the Tower moment. So now they have a better understanding. They see the picture for what it is now. Now they kind of understand what they're dealing with here. They thought one thing and recognized, oh, wow, this is another. But they already made moves against you, which defined them in whatever choices that they made. They said they want to take time to let things cool down before they try to come back in. So this is somebody that's still plotting. Their ego is in the way here. Old friends you no longer associate with. They could have somebody watching your house. I just heard something that sounded like a click of a camera. They could have people watching your house. Old friends you no longer associate with. People from your past want to come back and be monitoring spirits. This could be somebody working against you in some sort of way. Beat a person up. So they're using a lot of people to either like gang up on you in this energy, or for some of you, this could be them wanting to utilize people who are around you in your environment in order to create an issue with you so that they can basically put hands on you or something. So somebody is sadistic in their way of thinking. Trigger people's demons. They definitely trying to get you out of your character. So be mindful of people who may try to come up to you and start with you. People from your past. This could have been something that happened already. Or if it didn't happen already, be mindful of new people. You could be out in public and somebody want to pick a fight with you. Like, what's wrong with this person? This person, this old lover, this crazy person is the one who's sending them to do this. When it comes to old friends, plan outside the budget. Go big or go home. They're telling these people, just do it. Get it done. Do what you got to do. Picking up on their feelings, but your intuition is going to go off about these people before they even get a chance. Actually loves you. And they may even be going to people to turn against you that actually care about you. So that's not going to work out in their favor. Something about the tarot card on top of the deck. Let's see what this is here. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. People don't even want this money. If they're paying, you know, it says with this card that we have right here that says plan outside the budget, go big or go home. We got a 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. People don't even want this money. I'm picking up on they said it's evil. Not used to someone as powerful as you. Some of them, they just don't want the smoke. You may be picking up on somebody in your energy. And they can't because you won't participate. Even those who want to take the money, it ain't happening. They want to be able to try. Some people want to try. Some people want to try to get this done. But you're not even entertaining this type of stuff. So it's a waste of time. A wish come true. What they're being offered is something they could have prayed for. Something that they could possibly need. But they're wondering if it's even worth it. Because it seems like maybe the repercussions could be 10 times bigger than what they're even wishing to get out of the situation. And remember, this is on the first row where that card says they know what you are now. They know what they're playing with in this situation. So is it even worth the risk, right? So you have people that are taking into account, what are they risking? Why did this happen? They want to know, why did something go down the way that it did? And somebody said it's a secret. So they're keeping people on a need-to-know basis, maybe telling somebody to stay in their place. Don't ask no questions. And people are like, but you're making me make a big gamble here. I don't know if I want to do something without asking questions. Open mic karaoke, speak up. Gonna bring them to their knees. Somebody is going to tear this situation apart. Whoever this person is in the back orchestrating these strings are gonna fall like they never could have even imagined themselves falling. So if they did this to you, what did they do to your parent or child? So somebody is looking into a situation to see if somebody attacked your parent or somebody went after one of your children. Because if they did this to you, whatever they did to you in this situation when they were targeting you, what else had been done to another loved one of yours? Somebody is curious. They're looking into the fact and see what's going on here. Cut that MF off expeditiously. Yeah, somebody about to get out of Dodge because they're recognizing this is too shady. It's like walking into I'm gonna say a Doug deal, and the person in there look like they own the stuff themselves and they on their last leg, and it's sketchy, and they keep looking over their shoulder and fidgeting with their shirt like they wearing the wire or something. You may want to get out of there. That's what it's giving, something like that. The battle war is already won. It's over. They're just living in the illusion that it's still more fight left. Yeah, this is somebody whose intuition is kicking off that they need to get out of here. They need to get out of here. Only person that still believes that there's a chance in this is this person. A friend is a bad influence. They're like, nah, this mug about to bring us all down. We got to get away from this person. And you see right here, what was right here? Partners in crime. This is people they could have worked with in the past. Took charge in something that wasn't your place. They feel like something wasn't somebody's place to do something. I'm going to pull a couple of these cards right here. And this is pink like this card, which it says picking up on their feelings. Somebody is feeling like this person is untrustworthy as well. That's coming through heavily. Yeah, it feels like an offer that was messing around and trapped them. And that trap fell on top of why did this happen? That's why they want to know the answers as to they want answers. But the person is telling them they don't need to know answers. You just need to be able to do what I'm asking you to do. And they're like, this seems like a setup or a trap. They're not willing to do it. And this person don't got no answers for that. And then it also fell on top of cut that MF off. The Hierophant. Whatever this is also illegal. So it's bigger than just it may not pay off. It may end up in jail time. This fell on top of the battles already won. Options and somebody even being able to receive something is completely stagnated. That's where we get back into that wishful thinking energy. The Emperor. Because God is here. People can tell that God is present in the situation. It's wishful thinking to think that a human can come up against God. And then what I'm channeling is what's a king to a God? What's a God to a non-believer? And the answer is lower than everybody. Because God is still going to rule. Temperance. Balance is going to be restored here. Some people want to get out of the way. They don't want to be in the way. And this person is still living in some sort of illusion of something. This is somebody that could have been a lover. That just stood out to me too. Stagnate some sort of competition. You're not even fighting with these people. It's giving I could care less. Even after everything they did to take from you. You could have suffered hardships. Something about raggedy clothing or something like that. You could have lost a lot dealing with these people. And you let it go. And somebody is still not satisfied. Even with the things that have happened to you. Something like an insatiable evil within this person. They don't want you to have anything with this Page of Cups in the reverse. They don't think you deserve anything in this world. Why is this person targeting the collective like this? Because of something in the past that went back to them. They got some karma happen to them in the past. And it made them angry that they had to pay for karma that they deserved. So they want to hurt you. To the point that they would even try to unalive you. But it's in the reverse, so it's not permitted. God is not letting that happen. God says, I don't care what you want. This is my world. And they're just going to keep getting darker and darker. This person could have tried to take your light or your innocence from you because they themselves had their innocence taken from them. Something could have happened to them in childhood as well. And they've just been pouring that darkness into the world ever since. Something could be involving a mother figure also. They could have prayed for help or safety against this mother figure and it never came. So that's something that they carry in their mind, which makes them feel aided or makes them feel in alignment with doing something dark to other people because they feel like they didn't get help. Look, stuck in compulsive, sad, dark thoughts here. This is somebody with a dark mind because of what they've been through. You probably already know that about this person, which is why you're not joining into the fight. You're saying, well, this person just needs some healing. Yep, like I said, you're not fighting with this person. That's stagnant. You're not going back and forth in this situation. You said, what for? What does this get me? I'm not angry. You're angry. And you see, this is God. God is the one utilizing you to stand down. And you're maintaining your King of Pentacles status. You're just staying in your power here. You're going to be abundant anyway. That also is on top of God. Taking care of you. So it doesn't matter what you lost with that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. All God is telling you to do is tell the truth. Let your truth be your shield and let him be your sword. Somebody is just not changing though. And they're very bitter about the fact that you told the truth. They're very bitter about you telling your truth. Because they feel like you outsmarted them with this King of Swords. We're going to go back to those. Even if they worked with a whole group of people and they can tell that the divine is celebrating you for this, they feel like it's a major loss. When we have at the deck, the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, they did something that made them go through an even bigger loss here. And you know, it's nobody's fault but their own because you didn't even attack them. You didn't even fight this person back. All you ever had was peace for this person. And they kept working on some sort of dark plan. Because all they can see is their ego. And they're so pressed about this relationship in the past that's in the reverse. And this dark demonic energy that they cast it in this connection.